Well, yes. In case you missed it, yesterday I was none too pleased with Congressman Alan West of Florida over these comments.
Take your message of enslaving the entrepreneurial will and spirit of the American people somewhere else. You can take it to Europe, you can take it to the bottom of the sea, you can take it to the North Pole, but get the hell out of the United States of America.
Yeah, well, after seeing those outrageous, and I mean outrageous comments, I said this yesterday on the 5. In my 30 years of politics, I've never heard anything more disgraceful in my life. I think that Alan West owes an apology to a lot of people. And I admire the fact that you were in the military and you've served your country. I understand that. Well, we're 20% of America, and we're not going anywhere, whether you like it or not.
You're calling him Alan West. Either call him Representative
I'm not going to call him Representative anything.
Or call him Lieutenant Colonel
I'm not going to
Alan
call him that either. That he has no right to say we should take our message everywhere, anywhere. This is our country. We have a right to say it here, and we're going to say it here. And if he doesn't like it, he ought to get the hell out. Well, that was sort of calm, wasn't it? West had this reaction to my reaction on Fox and Friends this morning.
I think Bob Beckel owes me an apology for saying that he would not refer to me as a congressional representative nor as a lieutenant colonel retired. I spent 22 years of my life ensuring that Bob Beckel could live free and safe in this great nation. The other thing is that I did not refer to any person leaving. It was about enslaving the American entrepreneurial will and spirit. That message needs to leave this country, and that was what I was referring to.
Mr. West, let me just tell you that it's if you've got enough time, you could wait, but I am not going to apologize to you. And let me make another point, if I could. My dad fought, as I said yesterday, in World War II with great valor. He was far more liberal than I was. I don't think that necessarily you have to assume that everybody who's in the military has your fairly conservative views. But I'm not going to apologize to him. Do you think I should apologize to him?
He's not asking. That wasn't about conservative views. That was about whether or not you should have been willing to call him congressman or lieutenant colonel.
Well,
that was.
I did suggest that you should. And by the way, I spoke to him today. I called him. I said, "You want to weigh in?" He's a good friend of mine. So I said, where am I? I said, Bob's my great friend. You're my great friend. What were you thinking here? Take me through it. He said, I said, take the message. Liberals always want to make it personal. It wasn't personal. Take the message elsewhere. And he also said, the days of conservatives being the punching bags for the left are over. So he's standing by what he said.
All right, I'm just trying to. Do you think I should apologize to him?
I don't think any man should apologize for stating your opinion ever. No.
Dana?
I over-apologize for everything. I apologize for being here today. I apologize for sitting next to you. I apologize for drinking cinnamon tea, which I know you probably hate.
I do hate it.
I always think it's easier to say, I'm sorry you took offense. I'm sorry. And then you move on. I think it can be sincere. It doesn't have to be insincere, but I would do it, and then he could do it, and then everybody will get along.
Mm-hmm. Greg?
I don't know. Our politicians keep trying to infuse modern culture into the military. But maybe the infusion should be reversed. I would like to see more people like Colonel West change our society instead.
You want to apologize to me before we get on about whether I should apologize to West?
We apologize to each other. Okay. We don't do it on air, but we do it off air.
Do you think I should apologize to West?
I think you should call him by his title. I do think that was a little bit disrespectful yesterday. And the only issue I have, because, Bob, look, it's free speech. You can say whatever you want, is the hypocrisy. Maxine Waters, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, has also said the Republicans should go to H-E double toothpick. And remember, Representative Alan Grayson said Republicans were like Al-Qaeda. And Jimmy Hoffa said a bunch of sons of bleep. And you also have told people to go to H-E double toothpick on this show.
I certainly have. But I will tell you, on each of those instances you just mentioned, there have been endless numbers of times on this show where I have disagreed with people on the left and disassociated myself with them. And I have not heard one conservative disassociate themselves from this. But let me give you the one line that has not gotten a lot of publicity that Mr. West said here, which he said, I'm not going to allow President Obama to take the United States of America and destroy it. Now, are you kidding me? A president of the United States, that is one of the most outlandish statements So you're gonna get no apology.
I would love to do an outlandish meter, and you could run all of the things Senator Obama said about President Bush when he was running for office, and it would be like ding, 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 and be hitting the bell.
He would never say destroy. He thought Bush was going to destroy.
Unpatriotic, ruining the country.
Can we
Absolutely.
just pull back this stupid illusion? They're not talking in literal terms when you say destroy. He's not going to come out and destroy it. It's only they're using language.
So in other words, there's not one of you who are conservative who are going to denounce him.
This is everyday language. Okay, this is how we communicate.
That's sad, I think, but that's your business.
Wait, you and I debated on America's Newsroom like we do every Tuesday, and I said I would have stopped after the North Pole. I wouldn't have said that word.
Okay, all right, well, you did. You're right. Let me just say in conclusion before we go to the break here, I think it's time this ends. I think he has his position. I have my position. I don't think we're going to advance this any further. I think we're going to disagree. I would wish we could do it agreeably. As far as I'm concerned, this is over. Last year from me. Okay.